Listen to me. I need you to do as I tell you. I need to get you and the boy away from here.
Did you see everything you needed to see?
I saw enough.
Why is the water dropped? Why does the sword reveal itself now?
As your power increases, so do the forces that will oppose you. The born king will come. It is inevitable.
You felt it. The power. I've never had any power or any desire to achieve it.
That's what all the fuss is about.
Don't worry. You'll soon understand what all the fuss is about.
Are you scared?
I think I can manage.
You should be scared.
Whatever it takes to hunt him down. If I go down, you follow him. If he goes down, you follow me.
You want him to think big? Give him something big to think about.
You wanted the prophecy. This is your prophecy. The man who pulled sword from stone. Behold, your born king.
So there was an article on this guy, David Drake, that I just seen today. It come out on the 11th, that he passed away on the 11th. He was 78 years old. And if you go through here and you read what this guy did, he was an author. He wrote lots of novels. If you go through here and you, well, hold on. Here we go. Here's a list of his books. At any price, counting the cost, the sharp end like the decisive end, The Voyage, Ark Riders, In the Heart of Darkness, The Mirror of Worlds, with the lightnings, the way to glory. To clear away the shadows, servant of the dragon. Blue Bloods. Everything in there that guy wrote, and he made this whole thing called the Honorverse. I got some of it, but I'm not going to show it to you. You guys want to go look. You'll see. But yesterday, Mr. MBB, he made a video showing this round cloud in that someone took a picture of this round cloud, and it looked just like the cloud in iPet Goat 2 where the hand comes down and shines the light on the male, you know what, where the woman is inside. And that picture was taken in Morocco, and I went and looked, and sure enough, there's news articles about it, about this strange cloud that come down in Morocco. I looked up Morocco, and I noticed this picture right here with Trump standing in the middle, and I remember when that was taken. But they never showed us this angle. If you notice that thing right there, this thing, that thing, that's the Arch of Triumph. The Arch of Baal. Oops. The Arch of Triumph. See it? And that's the Arch of Baal. Arch of Palmyra. And I looked in there at this thing, at what they did on this Armistice Day. And you see, it said that the President Woodrow Wilson back in 1918 gave his speech called the 14 Points. And what it is, that's when they set up the League of Nations. Look, you see the rose key, or no, this is the plot, excuse me. To this movie I'm going to show you guys about, or share with you guys. Woodrow Wilson, he put into law this thing called self-determination. And it states that any minority group can claim sovereignty wherever they are. And that somehow those guys over there that are doing the smashing, the dark side, they have twisted that, and that is how they came about. And if you go in there and look at like the Balfour Declaration, the Sykes-Picot Agreement, there's a bunch of stuff in there that'll tell you, if you can't believe this, what's going on, it'll tell you for sure how that all happened, and that it's nothing but lies and falsehood. Here's the plot to As Above, So Below. I'm going to read it to you. Scarlett Marlowe is a young scholar continuing her dead father's search for the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone, if you look into that, they say it's an alchemy tool that can turn regular stone into gold. And they show the symbol of it. It's a circle with a triangle and a squared circle in the middle of it. What that is, the creeps of the world, they believe it will give them immortality, and that's why they're doing what they're doing over there, the smashing. But in reality, because they're not searching truthfully, honestly, to do what's right and to give all esteem to the Most High Abba Yahuwah, they're dead wrong, and they're going to perish, because what it actually is, it's returning. It's coming home. The Philosopher's Stone, in reality, it is coming home, but they named it the Philosopher's Stone because they're a bunch of jackasses. A legendary alchemical substance discovered by the alchemist Nicholas Flamel. The reputed stone is allegedly capable of turning base metals into gold or silver and granting eternal life. Scarlet discovers the Rose Key artifact in a cave slated for demolition, but after she sees a vision of her father as a hanged man, just like on iPet Goat 2, the demolition begins and she narrowly escapes. Scarlet travels to Paris. She enlists her former lover George and her cameraman Benji. Using codes from the key, they solve a riddle on Flamel's headstone and get coordinates pointing to the catacombs of Paris. Scarlet tries to reach the location on an official tour, but it is off limits. A stranger tells them a guide called Papillion will help them if they find him at a nearby club. Scarlet recruits Papillion, his girlfriend Sue, and his friend Zed. Papillion takes the group to an off-limits entrance. George initially refuses to enter, but when a policeman confronts them, the group escapes into the caves. They encounter singing female cultists, including a woman they saw at the club, representing condemned souls and angels of the first vestibule of hell. The group finds a blocked tunnel. Scarlet removes a brick, unsealing the tunnel, but Papillion explains people who go through that tunnel disappear. His friend Latupe, i.e. the mole, is among the missing. As the group takes an alternate route to a narrow tunnel, it collapses behind them, and they inexplicably find themselves in front of the same blocked tunnel with no choice but to break through. Inside, the group encounters Latupe, a condemned ghost trapped within the purgatorial catacombs. He tells them going further down is the only way out. They eventually find a tomb with a preserved Templar knight, a mound of treasure, and the Flamel Stone. After they take the stone, attempting to take the treasure triggers a trap and collapses the room. Latupe seems lost under the rubble. Using the Flamel Stone, Scarlet is able to supernaturally heal a wound on Sue's arm. They find a drawing of a door on the ceiling along with the Gnostic Star of David symbolizing as above so below, which reveals a hidden opening in the floor. Going through, they find the tunnel marked with a phrase, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here," in Greek, identical to the script on the entrance to hell in Dante's Inferno. On the other side of the tunnel, the group finds an upside-down reflection of the room they just left, where somehow Latupe is waiting. He kills Sue and disappears. Deeper in the inn, the cultist from the club pushes Benji to his death. Papillion is then sucked into a burning car by an apparition of a man who looks just like the stranger who told Scarlet to find Papillion. The car implodes and buries Papillion in the floor. Scarlet, George, and Zed move on and see apparitions of terrifying spirits and demons. Now, like, this whole movie is based on what I've been telling you. A dark hole. But look at the end. It says, in an ending log, Scarlet says that she never ventured to seek or obtain any material treasure, only the truth. Only the truth. Now, if you think all this is just, by chance, well, look at this. This movie that's coming out. Oops. On my birthday. Named Out of Darkness. Just like my beat. And originally it was named The Origin, but they changed it to Out of Darkness like 2 days ago. Go figure. In The Origin, a small boat reaches the shores of a raw and desolate landscape. A group of 6 have struggled across the narrow sea to find a new home. They are starving, desperate, and living 45,000 years ago. 45, just like Utah. First, they must find shelter, and they strike out across the tundra waist towards the distant mountains that that promise the abundant caves they need to survive. Out of darkness. And you think it's just by chance that in Paradise City everyone in the videos wearing black and white, or you think it's just by chance that the White Stripes song, that video that I heard when I watched the Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer, and it was playing in the background. You see the triangle there? It's not, there's none of this is by chance, my friend. None of it. It's all telling you what to do, and you're going to die if you don't do it. But if you do it, you're going to live and you're going to rule and reign. Verse of the day, Psalms 95:6. Come, let us bow down and bend low. Let us kneel before Yahuwah, our Maker. Come, let us sing to Yahuwah. Let us raise a shout to the rock of our deliverance. Let us come before his face with thanksgiving. Let us raise a shout to him in song. For Yahuwah is a great mighty one and a great sovereign above all mighty ones, in whose hand are the depths of the earth. The mountain peaks are his also. His is the sea, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and bend low. Let us kneel before Yahuwah our Maker, for he is our mighty Most High, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as at Meribah, as in the days of Massah in the wilderness, when your fathers tried me, have proved me, though they saw my work. For 40 years I was grieved with that generation and said, they are a people who go astray in their hearts, and they do not know my ways. As I swore in my wrath, if they enter into my rest. I want to say something too real quick, that you see all the people talking about that movie Leave the World Behind, and they're all speculating. And Marfugel News, I watched it last night, listened to it, and he was, I've never heard him so delirious. He wouldn't shut up about it. That's all he talked about through the whole video, pretty much. And he was saying that it meant, he was saying that he knew what all those things meant, and he didn't know one of them. And he was talking about the pictures changing on the walls in that house, the house called the Open Cornered House. And he said that there was a painting of white and black mountains. And as the movie progressed, it changed to this white and black distorted blur. And at first, at the beginning of the movie, you could clearly see mountains, and by the time the movie was over, that it was just a big blur of white and black paint. Yep, that's what he said. Sing to Yahuwah a new song. Sing to Yahuwah all the earth. Sing to Yahuwah, bless his mighty name. Proclaim his deliverance from day to day. Declare his esteem among the nations, his wonders among all peoples. For great is Yahuwah, and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all mighty ones. For all the mighty ones of the peoples are matters of nothing. But Yahuwah made the heavens. Excellency and splendor are before him. Strength and comeliness are in his set-apart place. Ascribe to Yahuwah, O clans of the peoples. Ascribe to Yahuwah esteem and strength. Ascribe to Yahuwah the esteem of his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. Bow yourselves to Yahuwah in the splendor of his set-apartness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among nations, Yahuwah shall reign. The world also is established, immovable. He judges the peoples in straightness. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it. Let the field exult and all that is in it. Let all the trees of the forest then shout for joy at the presence of Yahuwah. For he shall come to judge the earth. He judges the world in righteousness and peoples with his truth. Yahuwah shall reign. The earth rejoices. Many isles are glad. Clouds and darkness all around him. Righteousness and right ruling are the foundation of his throne. Fire goes before him and burns up his adversaries round about. His lightnings shall light the world. The earth shall see and tremble. The mountains shall melt like wax before the face of Yahuwah, before the face of the master of all the earth. The heavens shall declare his righteousness, and all the peoples shall see his esteem. All are put to shame who serve carved images, those boasting of matters of nothing. Bow yourself to him, all you mighty ones. Sion shall hear and be glad, and the daughters of Yehuda rejoice because of your right rulings, O Yahuwah. For you, Yahuwah, are the most high over all the earth. You shall be greatly exalted over all mighty ones. You who love Yahuwah hate evil. He guards the lives of his lovingly committed ones. He delivers them out of the hand of the wrong. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in Yahuwah, you righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his set apartness. Sing to Yahuwah a new song, for he has done wonders. His right hand and his set apart arm have brought him deliverance. Yahuwah has made known his deliverance. His righteousness he has openly shown before the eyes of the nations. He has remembered his loving commitment and his trustworthiness to the house of Yasharal. All the ends of the earth have seen the deliverance of our mighty Most High. Raise a shout to Yahuwah. All the earth break forth in song, rejoice and sing praises. Sing to Yahuwah with the lyre and with the voice of a song. With trumpets and a voice of a shofar, raise a shout before Yahuwah the Sovereign. Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands. Let the mountains sing together for joy before Yahuwah. For he shall come to judge the earth. He judges the world in righteousness and the people in straightness. Yahuwah shall reign. Peoples tremble. He is enthroned on the cherubim. The earth shakes. Yahuwah is great in Sion, and he is high above all the peoples. They praise your name, great and awesome. It is set apart. And the strength of the sovereign shall love right ruling. You yourself shall establish straightness. You shall execute right ruling and righteousness in Jacob. Exalt Yahuwah our mighty Most High, and bow yourselves at his footstool. He is set apart. Moses and Aaron were among his priests, and Samuel was among those calling upon his name. They called upon Yahuwah, and he answered them. He spoke to them in the column of cloud. They guarded his witness and the law he gave them. He answered them, O Yahuwah, you answered them, O Yahuwah, our mighty Most High. You were a forgiving, mighty one to them, though you took vengeance on their deeds. Exalt Yahuwah, our mighty Most High, and bow down towards his set-apart mountain, for Yahuwah, our mighty Most High, is set apart. Bow down before his mountain. Bow, get on your face. Give him all praise, all honor, all glory, and all esteem this day. Don't you forget it. I wanted to come on here and remind you, just in case you did. I love you. Get on the highway. Get on your face. Come home to your throne, to his set apart place.